Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Pucks, Pitches, and Pigskins. I'm your host, Bryson and once again joined by Drake Varley. Drake, how we doing this morning?
All right, how are you?
Doing good, doing good. Getting to that Christmas break,
Yeah,
The copies coming up. NFL playoffs are slowly rising here, so
and no school.
yeah, that might be the best part out of all of this. But we'll get to that. Bit of a preview. We're going to do some, like I said, we got a bit of a projected roster for the Team Canada at the Olympics. We'll go over the NFL current playoff preview and, some awards, maybe some MVPs. And then in MLB, we finally had a couple Blue Jays signings, and free agency is starting to ramp up a little bit, so we'll dedicate a little bit of time to that at the end. But where do you want to start in the NHL?
Well, I kind of want to start with some Olympic talk because I don't know if you saw, but
Okay.
the rink in Milan is shorter than an average NHL rink.
I saw that, and usually Olympic ice is like way
Big.
bigger, yeah,
Way bigger.
wider. So
So like
I did see that. That'll be a weird adjustment.
it is kind of frustrating because like we've been waiting almost like it's been 12 years or
It's been
not.
a
Yeah,
while.
it's been 12 years.
With NHL guys, yeah.
We've been waiting 12 years for NHL guys to get in there, and they're going to be playing on an ice surface that to them would be like playing 3-on-3. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And the thing is, the Olympics aren't, ran by the NHL. It's ran by the IHF. And it's just like, you guys could host the World Junior Tournament, no problem. And even then, like, that's not even as big as like the Olympics, but the Olympics are being such a problem. If you knew that there was hockey going to be in the Olympics, why is the stadium just being built now?
Yeah. I don't know. It might could produce less offense because there's less ice space to work out there. Like,
Yeah.
could affect that. But
Some
usually-
golden goals.
Yeah. Usually wider ice, you got more room to operate and everything. But
Yeah.
we'll see how that kind of affects it. Do you want to go over? I'm gonna go give you a list of guys, and you tell me whether you think they should be on the roster or shouldn't.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do the 6 guys that they've already announced because they're obviously gonna be there.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. We're gonna go with some kind of off the kind of bubble guys.
All right, bet.
Sam Bennett.
No.
No,
No.
I would say yes, just because you need a guy like that on your team. Canada has so many skill guys. He's the half the reason we won last year. He scored that game-tying goal.
You're right. But his stats this year in Florida aren't great.
They're not, but are you getting him for his stats, or are you getting him for the way he plays?
I would get him for the stats because, personally, I think there's other power forward options on there that I would rather on my team.
Okay. I would say yes, he does make the roster, but we'll see. Let's go Seth Jarvis.
Yeah, I think he plays again. I think he's a healthy scratch and then comes in some of the qualifier games.
Yeah.
But like I don't think he plays in the big moments. I think he's gonna play the same role he played in Four Nations.
Yeah. Well, he was like the guy that was in and out of the lineups.
Yeah.
Travis Konechny.
No.
I agree with you on that one.
No.
I think there's too many guys that have made that jump.
Yeah, like, he was only on Four Nations just because, like you mentioned, Bedard didn't make that jump last year. Celebrini didn't make that jump last year, and there's a few other guys who even had down years who should have made Olympics, like Tavares, and like that's not Leaf bias. You can't tell me JT should be on an Olympic roster if he's still producing.
Yeah,
the
he
way
should probably
is.
be like a fourth-line center.
Yeah,
Which is not like a shot saying he's bad for the fourth line. Just,
but it's
Canada.
It's Team Canada. Yeah,
Okay, let's just go to those 3 then. So you think Tavares gets on there then?
I think he does. I think he's a fourth line center, and I think and here's my thought process on why Tavares over Bennett is Tavares has one of the highest face-off winning percentages in the NHL. Like he wins over 75% of the draws he takes. He also his play style is completely different from when he first got into the league. He plays like Unk now. Like he plays a more tactical style. He's not fast, and he's something that I think a Team Canada fourth line paired with like I'm not gonna say pair him with like Bedard or Celebrini, but if you pair him with some younger guys, that he can really make them better.
Yeah. All right. Mitch Marner, yes, right? I think we both
Absolutely.
agree he's going to be there.
He's such a good defensive player too,
Yeah.
so I think and everyone's like people forget Marner doesn't make bad defensive plays, he makes bad offensive plays. Like that's where his turnovers come from, the offensive side.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to the 2 young guns. Do Celebrini and Bedard both make it? I think they should. I don't know if they will.
I think the NHL.
If you could only take one, which one are you taking?
Bedard.
Bedard?
Because he's going to play right wing on whatever line they wanted to put him on. I don't know, like if he keeps up his production into February, I think he plays on a line with Sid.
Good. That'd be a fun line.
I think it will be Sid, McKinnon, and Bedard.
I was about to say McKinnon on the wing. Oh man,
Fast skater.
I feel like Bedard would get a lot of goals because McKinnon and Crosby are both kind of. I mean, McKinnon's transition more of a goal scorer, but
Yeah. The
Sid
thing is,
always gonna be
Bedard's a
primary
really good
playmaker.
player in like getting set up. McKinnon's a really good player in transition, and Crosby's just good at everything.
Yeah, I was about to say like we're talking playmakers got 19 goals this year.
Yeah, like he's just good at everything. It doesn't
Top 5
matter.
in the league in goals. Not surprised though at this point. Just a
Yeah.
routine thing that he's just gonna be. It might be good until he retires.
I think so. Like he's gonna be like Tom Brady. He's gonna go out with like a championship, and then
I don't know about that unless he gets traded somewhere. But
you guys are according to some simulations, pretty good team.
yeah, NHL simulations love the Penguins for whatever reason. But Brad Marchand, I mean, he's on there.
He's
No
on there.
question. He's having a great year.
He's the power forward. I'd also say would be on there. Like he plays that ratty style game, and
yeah.
I don't think he's a big body. Obviously, I think Brad's like 5'9",
Yeah, he's
5'10".
Short, yeah.
But like he's still a rat, and he's still the rat. Like he made that nickname, so
Yeah. I mean, Reinhardt's obviously going to be there. Braden Point was another guy that was already announced. Is Mark Stone on the team this year?
no.
I don't
He's
like-
having a down year.
Is he hurt again right now, or is he back?
Like he's back, but he's just like he hasn't been the same. He's getting slow. He's also like
he just relies on his
mid-30s.
hands.
Yeah,
He can't skate really anymore. He's all hands.
he's all hands, and that's not going to get you far in the best tournament in the world.
That's why they had him playing with Crosby and McDavid last year, just because like
Good hands.
find
Yeah.
a spot and shoot, and they'll get you the puck. But Nick Suzuki, Robert Thomas, kind of fringe guys.
I don't think neither of those guys make the roster.
If you're gonna take the young guys, then yeah, I don't know if there's much room for them, to be honest.
There's a guy not on that list that I'm going to say, and I think it's Tom Wilson. I think he makes that roster.
But you said no to Sam Bennett.
But Tom Wilson is the other power. I think a right-handed shot, because if you looked at Four Nations last year, look at how many left-hand shots they had. Like, they had a lot of guys who shoot left. And the biggest thing, and it's not John Cooper coaching, it's Peter DeBoer this year.
Yeah.
So DeBoer likes to do a left, right.
No, it's not. It's John Cooper, the head coach.
There was a TSN report that said DeBoer
John
was
Cooper.
yapping about
He's an assistant probably.
you know what, that kind of makes more sense, because if I'm being honest with you, there's no way an unemployed head coach is going to be a Team Canada head
Because
coach.
Overdrive was talking about how Cooper will probably still just give the nod to Binnington, just as. But yeah,
I think Logan
it's
Thomas should get that
John
nod.
Cooper.
But like, I know, okay, well, even then Cooper likes to go left, right, left, right. Like if you look at Tampa Bay's lines, all their right wingers are right-handed shots, except for Jake Gensel.
Yeah.
But he can play both wings.
Yeah, Gensel's played on both sides before.
And Gensel makes your guys' roster, or Team Canada's roster. Like,
Yeah.
Or sorry, Team America's roster, because he's American.
Yeah, he'll be there for sure. He was there last year as well. Plus, it's Sullivan who's the coach, so
Yeah. Good
he's obviously
chemistry.
gonna take-
He shoots the puck, right? And that's something that I think Matthews is going to want to do in this tournament, is shoot the puck a bit more, because that's what he lacked in Four Nations.
Yeah,
Lots of pressure when you're the captain of your country, though, right?
agreed. Yeah, he was the guy that kind of lost his coverage on McDavid on that goal.
Yep. It was all Matthews'
on a
fault.
poetry.
Like, literally all Matthews. And it was Marner to McDavid, too,
Yeah,
which
it
was
was
just
Marner setting
even
up.
crazier.
Yeah, and you tell me who's the player who doesn't show up.
It's obviously Matthews, 6'3" build, and plays like he's 4'1" and a dwarf. He just doesn't play like he doesn't in the playoffs. It's like he takes his body and just shrinks himself down,
Yeah,
and it's extremely frustrating to watch, because our best playoff performer for the past 6 playoff runs has been Nylander by far.
yeah. He's the only guy that seems to get a goal when you kind of need it.
Yeah.
Defensemen, I mean, the guys I think that are shoo-ins are Makar, Morrissey's a shoo-in. Devon Tays, I think, is kind of a shoo-in, just because he's very steady. He'll probably play with Makar. And then outside of that, it gets...
I think Parenko makes
Parayko
it.
should probably be there. Doughty, does he have one last Olympics in him?
No.
I think they're probably just going to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's a veteran. It'll be like his last
Last
his last Olympics. Like with him, you know it. Like who knows? Maybe a guy like Sid plays at 41 in the Olympics or 42.
Yeah. I think
He got asked if he would, and he said, "Yeah, I'd love to if the opportunity was there." So
well, like I think after all this, the NHL players aren't going to go back in 2030, and I think Sid will be gone and retire by then, so he can do whatever he wants, right?
Yeah.
So I think we will see Sid in Olympic hockey again. He just won't be a professional hockey player at the time.
yeah, tough to say. And then goalies, man. I mean, we've kind of already talked about goalies the last one or two podcasts, so.
It should be Logan Thomas who's the starter.
Bennington has an 878 this year, dude. 878.
Everyone's just going to give him the benefit because of what he did last season, and I don't think they should.
He's just not, like, he's not a good goalie.
And Aiden Hill is trash, too. Like,
yeah. Scott, like, you mentioned Scott Wedgwood. Like, he has a 920.
man, why isn't he on the option for the roster?
But my only argument is he's playing on the one regulation loss Colorado Avalanche.
Yeah.
So he's playing on the best team in hockey.
Not hard to win games when you have, Makar and Devon Taves as your top defensive pairing. Like, those are two really elite defensemen. And then you add Manson and Burns, and I know their bottom pairing is a little weak, but it's your bottom pairing.
Yeah. Goaltenders are... Is there a guy that's up and coming, too? Like, this might be a weak spot for a couple years to come.
Canada doesn't have anybody. Like, the last time we had a really good goalie was, like we mentioned before, Carey Price. I think, like, in all seriousness, like, I think if you're going to go up and coming and young, you got to go with World Juniors legend, like, Devin Levi. And, like...
Yeah, I can't think of a name that's young and upcoming in Canada.
But the thing is, Levi's up and down from Rochester and Buffalo, so there's no way they're going to put him on an Olympic roster. But, like, they got nothing.
No. Maybe unless he shows something.
Yeah. He's going to have...
starts to develop.
He's going to have a masterful next 2 months to make this roster.
Oh, he's not making it. I wasn't even talking about this roster. He doesn't stand a chance.
Because cuts begin first week of February.
Yeah.
That's when the rosters have to be, like, pretty much finalized.
Yeah. Yeah, because Scott Wedgwood leads the league in wins. He's third in GAA. Save percentage, he's third. Like, all the numbers are there, but at the same time, I don't know. He's never played on the big stages his entire life, so.
You know who's going to have my vote for a sneaky good team, though?
Also, like, yeah, Logan Thompson's there again. He did it last year. He has to be on the roster.
Yeah, he'll be a backup. I hope he's a starter, but they're going to throw him in the backup role.
I guess the only thing you can say is, like, you let Bennington start, and if he's bad, then you switch him.
Yeah.
It's not like, but the only thing is, yeah, I think that's kind of the way you got to go with it.
I think it doesn't really, in the Olympics too, it doesn't really matter as long as you get the job done. Like, as long as you get to the elimination period for Canada, anything can happen.
Yeah, I agree.
Jesper Wallstead, by the way, really good goalie, like one of the top goalies in the league this year. Sweden's going to be disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, they're always good. They're just usually not
the
Canada,
best.
USA good.
Yeah.
But they're usually like that third or fourth bubble team.
Yeah.
Like, if we're being honest, it'll probably be the four nations teams that are the top four.
Yeah.
Finland, Sweden, USA, and Canada.
I don't really like. Are you excited to watch Team Italy hockey?
Yes, I am. I think they're gonna bring the spice to the hockey.
I know. What's his name? I know. Tony D'Angelo said he's playing for Team Italy.
Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah.
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
Yeah, that's an Italian name if you've ever heard one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my. I mean, I'm looking at the top five in the league in plus minus, and it's Nathan McKinnon, Colorado, plus 32. Cale Makar, plus 29, Colorado. Arturi Lehkonen, plus 25, Colorado. Marty Natchez, plus 25, Colorado. And Devon Taves, plus 21, Colorado. All five. That is ridiculous.
Colorado. If you look at even points, top point getter, Nathan McKinnon, all right? And then your top defensive point getter is Cale Makar. Like,
that is...
They're gross.
I'm just seeing this now, that is ridiculous.
They're disgusting. They're the best team in the NHL. Like, by far, they're the best team in the NHL.
There's not even a debate to be had right now. Tampa looks really good recently, but
yeah,
not Colorado level good, that's for sure.
One thing I gotta mention here. The Leafs may be back. They may be back.
Just because you beat Pittsburgh doesn't mean you're back.
No, you guys are a walk in the park. You know that? Like, you guys are trash. Like,
still have a better record than you.
Trash. I don't know how. Archer Sheloves is your savior, and even then, he played like garbage.
Oh, if you want to see a Team Canada option, go search up Tristan Jarry's stats this year. It'll surprise you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What has he got? Like an 8.86? Let's do it. Let's see Tristan Jarry's stats here.
No, he does not have an 8.86. He
Worse.
has a 9.11 save percentage and a 2.57 GAA.
What?
And he's got eight wins in 11 games, so he's actually our savior.
Is he back?
Sheloves has lost the net. And speaking of Jarry, the Oilers were interested apparently, so Jarry's playing well. Up that stock, baby.
You want him gone.
Yes. The Oilers are making a huge mistake doing that.
You want him gone.
You're basically just getting a slightly better version of Stuart Skinner.
Hey, that's sometimes all they need to win a cup. It's just a slightly better Stuart Skinner.
Yeah, I guess they were just a game and 2 games away from winning the last 2 years with Skinner, so... Anyways, yeah, I'm not being serious about that, Jarry. No way he's a goaltender on the roster just because of his history, but yeah, I mean, NHL standings are starting to come to fruition a little bit. Tampa will be there. It's just so bunched up still, as we sit here 2 weeks later. Like, the Atlantic, second place in the Atlantic and last in the Atlantic is separated by 5 points. And who would have had the Florida Panthers in last place in the Atlantic right now?
Not anyone, but like, it's also not a surprise that they're not the same team they were when they're missing their captain and by far one of the best defensive players in the NHL.
Yeah. Yeah, not surprising, but they are definitely injury riddled. But
should be better than Buffalo though.
Yeah. Florida's thing is usually like they'll just get there to the playoffs. Like they don't care about coming first in the division. They don't care about they could be the last wild card, and as long as they're there, like the guys on Overdrive were saying, imagine you're like. You win your division, you're the top seed, and then you take on the Florida Panthers, the number 8 wild card with Kachuk back, and they're like fully healthy roster.
Yeah, I'd be shaking in my boots, that's for sure. I wouldn't be too pleased to face that roster.
Is Ekblad hurt right now? Is he playing?
Ekblad is
obviously Barkov.
I think Ekblad's out for this season.
Yikes!
I think he did something in the playoffs. Because remember, he came back from an injury in the playoff and then went kind of nuts in the playoffs. And then I think he got hurt in those playoffs.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. I don't know if he was that hurt because Florida wouldn't have signed him to that big extension.
No, he's definitely well, that's what you said about Alex Pietrangelo too. And then look at him. Guy's pretty much done. His career's over. Yeah. But in terms of who makes the playoffs, all right, I'm gonna give you.
Pittsburgh's still there.
I'm gonna give you
on to that wild card spot.
I'm gonna give you the teams. Okay. As of right now, the standings are Tampa 1, Ottawa 2, Detroit 3 for the Atlantic, and then Metro is Carolina, Washington, New Jersey, and then your 2 wild cards are, for some unknown reason, the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Philadelphia Flyers, both tied at 31 points. There's no way Philly cracks the playoffs. I think they're having a good year, but there's just no way they get there. And then for Pittsburgh, I could see you guys sneaking in as a 2 seed.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, as a 2 wild card. All right, but anyway, in terms of the Atlantic, Tampa Bay is Tampa Bay's division to lose with them.
Yeah, easily.
Like they can play good down the stretch. We know they can play good down the stretch. 2, this is going to be biased, but like the Leafs totally get back in there and they end up finishing 2nd or 3rd. But I think 2.
Oh yeah, I mean that's wide open.
3 is going to be Detroit.
I could see it. They've been just missing the last couple of years, so
they need that breakthrough.
They feel overdue.
And then your first wild card ahead of you guys, Ottawa.
Yeah, I don't see how Ottawa takes the fall. You know, as hot as Washington, they've won 5 in a row, and they're 8-1-1 in their last 10.
Yeah, they're not really mid. I can't lie. I was clowning on them last night, saying they were mid. They're not mid. Like, they're pretty good.
No, they've been playing much, much better.
So, but that's at least for the East, and then for the West, Colorado. There's no way you don't make a playoffs as a winning a division with this hot start. But with Dallas hot on their trail, You kind of go either way, but
Plus 50. They are a plus 50 in the goal differential.
they haven't lost the game at home, other than overtime. Like they haven't lost regulation.
In 26 games, they've lost in regulation once. 26 times they played. Once they've come away with a point in 25 of 26 games.
That's your President's Trophy winner right there.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's that close right now.
I think that division though is
loaded.
Is the way it is. I don't think anything's going to change. However,
Yeah, those top three aren't. What is going on with the Jets this year? 13 and 12 only.
they're just not moving. Like I watched a game last night or
Fall off.
2 nights ago, sorry, and they weren't moving the puck really well. Like they're just turning it over.
Yeah.
The Ducks, how are they a top team? I don't know how, but Beckett Seneca leads the rookies in points. Oshawa Jen's legend.
Yes, General's legend. The only way I see that changing is if the Oilers got on their second season surge like they tend to do. And then,
Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas. But the Ducks are, they're a playoff team.
They're a playoff team, but I think they're a wild card playoff team. Like I don't think San Jose keeps up their wild card
No.
ambitions right now, and I think Seattle's good, but I don't think they're good enough to make the playoffs. But I'm gonna go Vegas 1, Edmonton 2, LA 3. So another first round at LA Edmonton series, and then
Shocker.
Ducks being your number 1 wild card, and then your number 2 wild card will be the Chicago Blackhawks.
I would say Seattle maybe gets that last slot, but
It's a toss-up for sure. But you're
know
right.
what?
Seattle has 2 games in hand and have the same points.
yeah, you know what's crazy about the NHL is Vegas has lost more games than they've won. They've lost 14 games and they've won 12.
And they're
but
second.
8 overtime losses. Those, you don't realize how quickly those points can stack up.
They're like a weird team though. Like they're supposed to be a fast team. Like they're supposed to be like really quick.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do to win overtime games, and you just can't win overtime games. Like,
Yeah, 8 overtime losses. That can't be good. They can't have a good record past regulation.
No.
So. Yeah, I think that's all for kind of NHL right now.
Yeah, and nothing else I really wanted to touch up on. It's kind of like that. Like we're getting towards some nice holiday games and football coming up. I definitely been ready to talk some football.
Yeah, I agree. Colts downfall. I might have called it a couple weeks ago, but before that, we will take a quick break. Don't forget to follow us on social media, YouTube and Instagram at Pucks Pitches Pigskins Pod and DCSA Media, and we will take a quick break, and then we'll be back to talk some football. All right, welcome back to Pucks, Pitches, and Pigskins. We are back to talk some football. And I guess where I want to start is after the Colts were looking like the number 1 team in the AFC, number 1 seed. They don't even lead their own division right now. How do you feel about the state of the Colts?
Listen, you can blame the Colts. You know, you could try to blame the Colts all you want, but like, let's be honest. You didn't watch the game. I was watching the game. It was Colts versus refs, bro. The entire game. Like, I can't. There was basically at the end of the game. At the beginning of the fourth quarter, we got a beautiful, beautiful 3rd and 15 situation. Okay, the play clock goes and hits 0, 0, and then they don't snap the ball for about a second after the play clock hits 0, because usually refs will give them a little bit of time, and then, but no, it was a full second after, and there was no flag for a delay of game that would have pushed them back even farther, and then C.J. Stroud throws it downfield, it's caught, there's a first down, and then they ended up running it in for a touchdown. It's just extremely frustrating, and then it kind of went the other way. The Colts had some good. I'm talking about the end of the game because the first half, sleeper, just field goals. missed PAT after a touchdown pass from Danny Dimes, which you can't be missing PATs. Like, if you make the PAT, all you need is a field goal to send it to overtime. But also, I wish I pulled the clip for it. There was like a PAT for Houston that looked, and even the guys on the broadcast looked
the clip you're talking
gone.
about.
Like, it looked wide.
Yeah, it depends if because the refs are looking right up at the uprights. It depends if it goes directly over the goalpost, it's supposed to be ruled good.
Yeah.
From the angle, it looked like it was left, but I don't know if it went over and then curled.
Yeah.
But it's tough. I did see that clip you're talking about.
Just a little frustrating, but like, do I think it's the end of the world? No. Do I think we're gonna still win the division? Yes, because we still have 2 games against the Jags. Like,
those will basically determine it then.
yeah, like we do have.
Unless you guys split, then it depends what you do in the other games. But
this Sunday is our first game in Jacksonville, so like I'm kind of amped for it. I should be on CBC or CBS and CTV, so I'm excited to get into that.
Yeah.
What about your Steel City getting dogged on by the Bills?
You know what? We finally did it. We got Fire Mike Tomlin chance in the stadium, and it makes me so happy.
Did? I didn't watch the game.
Yeah, the fans finally were calling for his job, and it's been long enough, and finally, because I didn't really get to watch this game. I was away on the Sunday. Apparently, it's one of the worst second half performances ever. Like, the Bills ran for 240 yards.
Trust me, James Cook.
Yeah. What else? The Steelers had 150 yards of offense. What? That's junior varsity. What are we doing?
Yeah.
I'm just that. Not just Tomlin, Arthur Smith, and our defensive coordinator Terrell Lawson. The whole staff needs to be wiped clean, and that's all I have to say about that. And yet somehow we have a game for first place this week against the Ravens. Our division's horrible this year, which is weird because usually the AFC North is loaded and it's solid. This year it's not. It's terrible.
They're gonna get your hopes up, Bryson, and then week 18's gonna come around, and then you're just gonna get
we play Baltimore week 18 too. We're in your guys' spot. We still play
2 games against
both
division.
those divisions. Will probably. I don't even want to think about playoffs right now. Just.
You guys are out. Don't even give yourself the false hope. You know, the Steelers are
No, I don't even want to, because even if we somehow won the division, we'd get massacred in the first.
And then Tomlin would keep his job.
Yeah, if we win. Yeah, that's the last thing I want, because that guy is not a good football coach. He's not a good X's and O's coach. But it's been long enough. Someone someone will hire him right away. Trade him. We'd get a first. And I don't know if you know how NFL, but you can trade coaches. And someone would give up a first or second round pick for Tomlin, as crazy as that sounds.
Yeah.
Sean Payton from Denver got traded for a first round pick, and yeah. I don't want to ramble too much about the Steelers, but just they're cooks. Tomlin finally, it made me so happy hearing the fire Tomlin chance.
I do want to say, did you watch any of the Thanksgiving games?
Yes, most of them actually.
So the Packers and Lions game was probably the most entertaining football game I've watched all season long.
Yeah, it was back and forth.
The Cowboys and Chiefs game, also up there for most entertaining game I've seen all year.
Mm-hmm.
The Ravens, despite the score, the Bengals and Ravens game was entertaining as well.
Yeah, until the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And blow up, but yeah, that's the thing, right? Is you get help. Cincinnati helps Pittsburgh out, and it's okay, there's hope, and then you lay an egg against Buffalo. So.
Do you play Joe Burrow and Joe Shiesty at all?
No, we split with them. We went 1-1 against them. That was Joe Flacco, not Joe Shiesty.
Not Joe Shiesty.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. You guys have a better home record than the Ravens. I know the Ravens have been without Lamar, but Lamar isn't they just showed.
That's the thing, right? Baltimore's not that good this year.
No,
they're so gettable.
Yeah,
but we're worse.
Isn't Lamar a free agent after this year?
No, he's locked down. Quarterbacks like that don't hit the free agency market. They get extended and locked down.
I want to see a trade.
No.
I'll take Lamar for Danny Dimes, but you gotta have to give me a first-round pick as well.
Yeah, I'm sure Baltimore would give you Lamar Jackson and a first-round pick. I'm sure. Let's look at the division leaders. Patriots have basically won that division.
Yeah, there's no way they don't.
They've already beat Buffalo once head-to-head as well. So
yeah.
that division feels locked up. I've mentioned the Bengals are still alive in our division, believe it or not. Like,
Yeah, they're
4-8, and they have this.
they're alive.
What they need is like they need us to split with Baltimore, and then they would need to beat Baltimore, and then that puts them 1 game behind Baltimore for the division, because they still play Baltimore once head to head, and if we split, then they'd have a chance. I don't think they will, but your guys' division is tight. Like, even the Texans out of nowhere, they're still live. It makes it tough because
Don't do that.
Jags and Colts play each other twice, but the Texans are alive.
I think they'll make playoffs.
4-game winning streak, like, they're playing some really good football.
Defensively, like, they're pretty good. They made the Colts punt a lot this week, and they look pretty good. Like, Stroud didn't look like, crazy good, but like serviceable.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, dude. I just, you can't go from 8-2 to like,
people are saying like, what if the Colts miss the playoffs?
Don't
somehow?
do that. Don't do that.
Steichen would go from coach of the year to fired, maybe.
I might genuinely like crash out if the Colts miss the playoffs.
Yeah, that'd be. I mean, no way you guys do. But
And like next time we do a podcast,
you guys were
the playoffs like will be pretty much getting to
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah, you're right. Or just getting into it, but that was your guys' first loss at home all year. You were 6-0 at
Yeah.
Lucas Oil, so, and you're 2-3 away. So home, you guys need the division for that home playoff game. That seems pretty evident.
Yeah.
I don't have much faith in you guys as a wild card team going on the road to like Denver or Baltimore. Like,
Listen, hey, Denver is frauds. All right.
I agree 100%.
We're going to, and we already lost to Denver once this year, so like, I'm not ready.
No. You guys beat.
Did we
Denver.
beat them? I thought we lost that game.
No, you beat them on a game-winning field goal.
Oh, I thought they, because they've won so many games on a game-winning field goal. I thought they beat us on a game-winning field goal.
Well, let's just listen to all these one-score games, right? They beat Tennessee, the worst team in the league, by 8 points. That's a one-score game. They lose to you guys by 1 point, one-score game. They lose to the Chargers by 3 points. I'm going to sound like a broken record here. They beat Cincinnati 28-3. That's when Jake Browning was their quarterback, though, so we'll give them that one. They beat the Eagles by 4 points, one-score game. They beat the New York Jets 2 points, one-score game. They were down 32-0 in the fourth quarter to the Giants. They beat, or something like that. They beat the Giants by 1 point. So they beat the Jets and the Giants by combined 3 points. You tell me if that's fraudulent. They beat the Cowboys. That was one of their good ones. They beat the Texans by 3 points. They beat the Raiders 10-7 at home. 10-7, 3-point win. They beat the Chiefs by 3 points, and they beat the Commanders by 1 point. Like, there are so many bad teams I listed there that they won by 1 to 3
1 point
range.
Yeah.
Commanders, Raiders, Jets, Giants, like, yeah, that's not going to sustain against really good teams.
No.
But whatever, your record is what you says you are. And the thing is, their schedule is like, it's actually not too easy. They have a chance to prove they're legit. They have Packers, Jaguars, Broncos, Chargers. They're only shooing as the Raiders, so not easy for them down the stretch.
Not at all.
But yeah, let's go into game picks for this week because we didn't touch on the NFC, but your NFC leaders are Eagles 8-4. That division's pretty much locked up. The Bears are the number 1 seed in the. But I
don't know how they won that game.
Yeah, I still think they're not that good. I think the Packers will win that division. The Panthers are 7-6. They're a half game back of the Bucks at 7-5. And then the NFC West is a very good division. The Rams and Seahawks are both 9-3, tied atop the division. And then the Niners just have the extra loss because they haven't had their bye week yet, but they're 9-4.
Kind of looks like a little deja vu.
A little bit. But wow, the Niners are Niners are actually better on the road than they are at home, which is impressive. But 6-2 at home and 3-2 on the road. It's actually very impressive.
I got one question for you before we do game picks.
Mm-hmm.
Does the trade I made with Abiram blow up in my face because he has Lamb and Kittle back, and Laporta's out for the rest of our fantasy year, and I only have Jonathan Taylor?
I mean, it could because Jonathan Taylor's the best player in that trade, but he has more overall value because he's got positional strength with that trade. So I don't know.
Can kind of go either way, right?
Wait and see. All right, it's the Thursday night game. It's a good one. It's Dallas at Detroit. Pretty good game.
Dallas.
Dallas has been playing really good.
Yeah.
Detroit's out of the playoffs right now.
I think they're just going to keep free falling.
And if Dallas wins this game, they jump Detroit. So this is a must-win for both games. For both teams, I would say. I'm going to go Detroit at home in a bounce-back spot just because you can't lose 2 in a row at home.
Yeah, you're right. We got the ultimate tank game.
Shadur Sanders' hate watch was successful again this week. Didn't play well. Browns at home against the Titans, but the Titans are just awful. Browns have a really good defense.
I think the Browns will win, but also this is a chance for Shadur to show, what he can do against a subpar NFL team.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend time on that one. Sure, Browns win.
Hawks.
Seattle and Atlanta. That's probably Hawks. In my suicide pool, it's just me versus my dad left. So
either way, someone's bringing home the money, eh?
Yeah, I think I might go Seahawks that week. He can't take Seattle because he just took them against Minnesota.
Okay.
So I think I'll go Seattle, and then we'll leave up to chance what he takes. Big game in the AFC South. We touched on it. Colts Jags in Jacksonville in the sun.
Guys, I think the Jags win this game.
Oh, you're taking a turn. Usually you're like, nope, we're winning this game.
No, I think the Jags take it.
I'm the guy that's pessimistic. I'm like, I don't know. This all started, the Colts' downfall, they've lost, 3 of their last 4 or something? It started with the Steelers, who are a terrible football team.
Relax, because we bounced back with a huge win after that.
Yeah, but
in Germany.
Yeah, against the Falcons. Then that's where it started. It was Steelers, win, loss. And you guys if you guys didn't beat Atlanta in overtime, it's a 4-game losing streak for you right now.
Yeah. If we also, another thing too, if we didn't, the thing is too, if we didn't, blow the game against the Chiefs, if we didn't go to overtime and none of that, ever happened, we just hold on to our leads like a good football team.
Yep. That Chiefs game was a big flip too.
Yeah.
Even that Houston game was very winnable. You guys only scored 16 points.
Well, we had the final drive and we just couldn't do anything on it.
Yeah. Houston has defense is elite though. Top-ranked defense in the league. So.
Yeah.
Who do I want in that game? You're taking Jags. I do think the Colts are the better team. I'm going to go Colts on the road here. I think their offense needs to show up though to win this game.
We shall see.
You got to get Jonathan Taylor going.
Yeah. Yeah, because he didn't run much last week.
He had a lot of touches last week, but only 80 rushing yards, which is normally good. But with the amount of touches he has, it's not great for him.
Yeah.
Washington, Minnesota. I'll go Minnesota at home.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. I'm not so confident in that pick.
Well, because
I'll
JJ?
stick with it. Yeah, JJ's back, but again, not like it matters. That game doesn't mean anything in relevancy. Joe Burrow goes into Buffalo to take on the Bills. Should be a decent game.
I think it might have to be a must-win territory for Buffalo, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'd say you can say the same thing about Cincinnati, but realistically, they're 4-8. Is it really they're more than likely eliminated?
Yeah,
they'd have to win out and get help. So,
I think the Bills win, and that's going to eliminate Cincinnati.
I agree with you. Bills at home. Bucks need this game at home against the Saints. I think they should get it done.
Yeah,
Saints are not a good football team, and the 6-6 Steelers and the 6-6 Ravens, and it's for first place.
Buddy, can't lie to you. I think you guys got this.
Baltimore at home and minimum by 7 points because that's just the type of team we are. Honestly, I'm rooting for – unless we win this game, then I'll root for the division. But if we lose, I'm just hoping the losses pile up, make Tomlin's seat hotter, and get our draft pick better.
This guy's calling for a tank. You heard it here first.
The thing is, no, if we lose, I'm calling for a tank. The thing is, I've been calling for Tomlin's job for 3 years now, and then finally the crowd is the fans are starting to get louder, and it's I've been saying this for a while, but whatever.
Did you guys notice how he thinks he's the leader of the fired Mike Tomlin cult?
I've just been on it for a while. The team's just been the definition of mid.
I'm gonna get you a T-shirt for Christmas that says "Fire Mike Tomlin."
I would wear it.
Yeah.
Dolphins, Jets, Miami's hot.
Miami's gonna win.
If they win that game, are they back to 6-7? Oh no, I did it. There's one of those every week. Oh man, that's unfortunate. There's literally one of those every week that I just stumble into, not even on purpose. But I'll go Dolphins to get them to that record.
6-7.
Yep. Broncos, Raiders. Broncos are frauds, but the Raiders are one of the worst teams in the league. Broncos, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can't take the Raiders.
But it was 10-7 last time in Denver.
It was 10-7, so what an electric Thursday nighter. Rams, Cardinals. Rams
Rams.
Lost to Carolina. That was a shocker. So that was one of the ones that knocked a whole bunch of people out of the suicide pool was people taking the Rams against the Panthers. And Panthers got it done at home.
Out.
Yeah, Rams bounce back spot. The Bears in Green Bay. I think Green Bay, especially because it's in Green Bay. I don't see how you don't take Green Bay in that game. If Chicago wins that game this week, though, they are legit. I will finally admit it. If they win that game in Green Bay. Texans Chiefs, good game actually.
I'm saying a team because I need them to win, and I need the Chiefs to win, and I think the Chiefs will pull through.
I agree, just because they're at home, and I mean I keep saying every week because it's the Chiefs, but like they're 6-6.
It is prime time though, right?
Yeah, Sunday night. So
Taylor Swift's gonna be there, so Travis Kelce's gonna want to like bulldoze the blocks because he can't really do anything else.
Yeah, and then the Monday nighter is Philadelphia at the Chargers.
I think Philly's gonna break their losing streak.
I'll go Chargers at home just because the Philly offense has looked very bad. They looked terrible again against Chicago.
All right, get me under center, and we win football games.
No, I've seen your Madden ability. I don't want to see your actual quarterback ability.
Listen, I'm good at Madden. All right, it's just a slow burn sometimes, you know.
Good at Madden. Ugh,
It's not my fault. That's the only game you religiously play. Okay.
That's one way to put it. I don't even religiously play it. I'm just better than everybody. I'm just like. I have one buddy who's even with me, but
What an ego you have. I'm better than everybody. I'm the best Madden player of all time.
No, just like locally. I've never played one of my friends who can consistently beat me. So I like playing Madden when it's a close game. It makes it more fun. So I gave you a chance yesterday and kept.
You didn't. I earned that. You totally didn't run a goal line defense when you were at my own 42-yard line.
Nope. I totally also didn't run a fake punt on 4th and 1. And when I easily could have picked that up, but that's okay. Let's just jump right into MLB. No need for a break. The big signing. The Jays get their guy. They get Dylan Cease.
I was hoping for a lefty, deal. But I'm not gonna be upset.
I was too, but I'm not upset at Dylan Cease.
It's Cease. I showed like one of my buddies who doesn't watch baseball, and he goes,
the deal has deferrals too, so it's like an Ohtani type situation.
Oh, does it?
It's $210, but it pays more like $170, I think, with the deferrals.
Okay. So it's only a matter of time until the MLPA fixes that rule, by the way. It's only a matter of time.
You would think so.
So basically, I was talking to him about Cease, right? Because I was telling him like he's a really good pitcher. He had a down year last year, but he's a young and promising guy.
Yeah, he did have a down year last year.
And then this is so off topic, but then he looks at me and goes, why does he kind of look like Dylan O'Brien?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I can kind of see it. But then I got into explaining it. Like, he's something that the Jays haven't had. It is a flame-throwing starting pitcher.
And that is why I want him. He touches, averages 98. He can touch 100 with his fastball. So, he's here 1 right now. Him or Gosman?
2. He's 2.
It depends how Gosman pitches this year, but
I think
you got your. It's nice because the Jays guys, a lot of them just throw 93. They sit there around with their fastball. Finally, we have a guy who can strike guys out. Exactly. Yeah.
I think
every year he's got 200 strikeouts, so he's like a shoo-in for that.
Yeah. If he wears his heart on his sleeve and he plays a really good spring training, like if he dominates spring training, I can see him making the playoffs or making the rotation as the number one guy.
See him making the playoffs at a spring training.
Relax.
If the Jays make the playoffs, believe it or not, Dylan Cease will be on that roster.
Listen, my coffee hasn't hit this morning yet. Okay.
Clearly. I think it's a good signing. The Jays are shelling out money this year, man, and it is fun to see.
We need a bat.
We'll get it. We're getting Bower Tucker. I would bet pretty heavily.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm nervous. I feel like if Bo was going to re-sign, he would have done it by now.
No. I saw the Overdrive guys arguing that, but, I mean, they're more hockey guys, so I don't blame them for having to talk baseball, but no. Guys don't usually sign until, name a big bat that's signed. Josh Naylor, and that was just a re-up with Seattle.
Re-up, Bo?
Yeah, but he's going to have more of a market than Naylor will. He's going to make more money.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't blame him. It's usually not till after the winter meetings, but that's why it's been surprising. Jays have signed a couple of guys, but
Cease happening in November was kind of whoa.
That was a surprising one. 7, especially because he's probably the top arm on the market, starters wise.
When do you think they started talking to him then? If this deal came like that,
pretty quickly. Apparently, Ross Atkins has had a thing for Dylan Cease. He really likes him. So I think another part of it is the Jays are sick of being the runner-up for guys, so
Yeah.
they're just shelling out. If they have to shell out that extra couple dollars, then
They will.
They're going to do it because they're sick of being like that runner-up team. That's like, oh, they almost got Ohtani, they almost got Juan Soto. So I think they're over that. And making a World Series helps with that because teams or players are inclined to play for your team. So
Do you think Juan Soto feels like an idiot for not signing in Toronto?
probably if Juan Soto's on the team, they probably won the World Series last year.
Yeah.
Although the Mets look loaded and they missed the playoffs, so
Yeah.
tough to say, right? Maybe his vibe wouldn't fit in the clubhouse with how awesome that team was like together, but
Yeah.
tough to say. I mean, is he really kicking himself with the money he made? Probably not.
No.
But
Dude, I wouldn't care. If I'm Juan Soto, I won a World Series in my rookie season. I wouldn't care. Like, I've already won my championship.
Yeah.
Give me my payday. I'll go play my rest of the career wherever you guys want me to play.
I agree. And then the other signing, finally something happened before the podcast, not directly after, but Cody Ponce. He's not a guy a lot of people heard of because he last pitched in the big leagues in 2021. 3-year, $30 million deal. He won Pitcher of the Year in Korea last year. His stats in Korea are incredible, and he's another guy. Is it probably the end of Barrios? Because he's kind of a guy that can slot in as like a starter or a reliever, and if he's a starter, then it's bye-bye Barrios, and they're going to trade him. But
Well, yeah, you can't have 19 or 18, whatever mil a year he's making, and then have him be the top guy, like,
No.
or in the rotation, right? Like, because I originally I was gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because he looked hurt last year. Like, you kind of see it. He looked a little injured.
yeah, I agree.
And he didn't miss a start, and he's a guy who doesn't miss a start. Like, he's never ever missed a start in his career other than when he got thrown in the bullpen.
Yeah.
And I just I could see a team who's kind of middle of the pack who wants to like take that risk going out there to get him.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's a good 4 or 5 starter.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna give you. Before this year, he's very consistent. I'll give him that. So, I just don't trade him in the division just in case because you don't ever want to help out teams.
I think a
in the division.
National League team could use him.
Yeah. You see Manoah sign with the Angels?
Yeah, I
think
thought he
it's
would
a
have re-upped in
1 year-
Atlanta.
1 year, $2 million deal or something. So.
5th starter loading.
Anyways, Cody Ponce last year had a 1.89 ERA, and he's another guy that throws pretty hard. He went 7. Not that record means much, but 17-1.
Yeah.
He pitched as a starter. I think he had 252 strikeouts. So another one of those guys that can throw hard. That's something different than what we're used to with that was the other thing I was gonna say with Cease and Bieber. The Jays have a type, and it's the mustache. Cease and Bieber look pretty similar. Davis Schneider, they've got a type, man. What? Oh, did you actually cut out? Oh. All right. Well, I guess that just leaves me, right? Yeah. Cody Ponce. I think he'll probably be their 5 starter. I think they'll trade Barrios. I mean, you can't say anything back to me, so that's pretty funny. But that's tech for you, right? Honestly, a good time for it though because it's the end of the show. So I guess it's a good time for you to cut out. That's gonna do it for us this week. Drake's mic will hopefully be back. I think we got one more show before the winter break, right? Next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll do that. Thank you again for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Pucks Pitches Pigskins and the DCSA Media Hub as well. And signing out live from Riot Radio. Some music will play us out.